Hey Taurus, this is your October reading, and the first card I got out was the King of Coins. So I'm taking this back just a moment to the end of September is where I'm picking up this energy. You were feeling very strong, empowered, and you were feeling accomplished. You were feeling proud of what you had. The stability in your life, financial, emotional, and otherwise, has really been imploring you to make decisions, make big decisions that you feel strong about, or you did at least. Justice, the weighing scales of justice and the law. You might have been involved with something legally, something in the courts, or even just something contractually. And if that doesn't ring true for you from late September into like early October, the first couple of days of October, I'm reading this, Taurus, you have had to make a really big decision. And it is a decision that you know is going to make and have some consequences for the future. So I get the sense that you may be doubting the decision that you've made. You are kind of thinking like, was I right there? Was there any truth in what I was saying? Have I backstabbed everyone? Have I hurt anybody? And if this doesn't sound like you, Taurus, I do have a couple of Queen energies, Queen of Coins and Queen of Swords, both in reverse. Both of these feminine energies seem to be acting in maybe some sort of projection mode. They're acting out of their ego in projection around you. And also you're getting the sense like there's some people around you that don't want to spend money, that are being very scrupulous, that are like, it's kind of uncomfortable for you because these might be people you're involved with in business, or it might be somebody that you're in a partnership with, and it could be like a business partnership or otherwise, and they really just don't want to spend money this month, and they're kind of, I don't know, I don't get the impression that this is you necessarily, but if it is you, Taurus, and you're concerned about spending money this month, I can see that, and I can see the reason, and we're going to look at these cards together and clear them up in just a moment. The reason you're fearful around spending money on home improvements, on yourself, on your family, particularly around the home, and especially if you have family that you're providing for, it's because there is some sort of a fear here, Hangman in reverse, that still has not been worked through yet. So the month of October, I see you working through some fears, and it's coming up around security for me. It seems like your root chakra seems to not be in alignment at the moment, and the root chakra is all around fear and security. It's low down in our body. So where I'm sitting on my chair right now, and this is where my root chakra is, and if that's not balanced, we can feel very fearful about the future. We can feel fearful about our own security and our own place. So I think there's some work there that needs to be done, and there's plenty of ways you can exercise developing and like aligning your root chakra. Different crystals like carnelian is really good, even just grounding, like sitting your ass on the earth or even your feet in the earth is really powerful way to ground and reconnect to the earth and just realign the chakras so you feel secure and really knowing that you have everything you need. I think, Taurus, great news, especially if you're concerned about finances. The 10 of Pentacles in the month of October, I see inheritance coming through for some, and even a windfall of money or some sort of funds, or basically giving you access to complete some sort of a mission that you're on right now, Taurus. So I feel like this is a card of legacy. This is a card of complete material success and prosperity, okay? But it is only the success on the material level. But for some, that's what's very important this month. And I can see that there's some fears tied up to your finances and your place in the world right now. Maybe there have been energies around you that have made you doubt yourself, doubt your place and your belonging here in this time in your life, or in the activity, project, or endeavor that you're trying to do and where your mission is directing you towards. This is a really nice end to the month, so I'm taking this around October. Let's go October 27th and the first week of November. These are the energies that are coming up for me. Judgment card, really big card. So you are going to have to, if you have been holding yourself back, I feel like decisions have been made and the ball is now rolling on things and you're almost hesitating, but I think there's a part of you that's hesitating. It's still linked to that root chakra being out of alignment for some Tauruses watching. For others though, and even for all Tauruses, I get the sense that like it doesn't matter, by the end of the month you're fearless again. Judgment card. So but however, maybe through the month we have a little bit of fear mid-month, and then something comes through where the 10 of Pentacles, we got everything we need and more. So we're well stocked, we're well resourced in finance. We don't need to worry about anything at that level. So judgment will come around for us and present an opportunity where we must act, we're called to attention to face things from our past that we didn't act on, and now we think, now I have the chance. Mercury will end its retrograde phase and station direct on the 18th of October. This is really good for things that are contractual and legal, and things might become a bit clearer for you then. You may have spent the most part of October like editing, like reassessing. These are all judgment cards. Reassessing, reviewing, and going back over plans that you had in place, or where you were allocating this funds and where you needed to spend your money. And you probably were reviewing some of these more unpleasant conversations you've had. I'm sensing particularly with female energies, or information that was shared. Now you have to look at it again, but you're ready and you're feeling braver because whatever has changed, and I think what came through in October, this 10 of Pentacles, changes everything for you. Then we see you making another decision, smaller than the one you made in late September, going into October for sure, but it could be related. It could be another piece of the puzzle that you had been deliberating over or kind of working through. Could have even been legally or medically, something that is a little more serious, that does have consequences. Now you're ready and feeling braver to take another step in a further direction, furthering your enterprise, furthering your goals, or on your mission statement. You're ready to take something a little further and take a bit of a gamble or a chance on it. Fortune favors the bold, I see, because the Page of Pentacles is a really pleasant, beautiful, youthful and new energy emerging at the end of the reading. It talks about new beginnings, a fresh new start, and it also talks about taking a step and doing something that's a little bit out there, something that's new, but you have background experience in this, but there would be a little bit of an edge to it that you haven't yet completed. But I think you have the resources now. If some of you wanted to start a course or to study something else, this would be a really positive time and a really good investment, it seems, for you to put your money and put your little stack that you have at this point, or big stack for some, wow, and invested in you again, invested in your future again. Does that mean taking a course or furthering your skills, your knowledge? And we'll see. Let's clear up these cards and look deeper into these messages for you, Taurus. Okay, so we're gonna let's clear up the King of Coins, Justice card, and the Queen of Swords in reverse now for you, Taurus. Lovely. King of Swords in reverse, so another reversed sword energy coming through, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, right, so something didn't work out as you had planned. Something was full steam ahead at a certain point and you were feeling excellent about this. Take these messages as they resonate. This is something of a past energy, Taurus, but remember, time and energy are totally fluid concepts, so they're existing, like all of this will resonate when it should, basically. So whatever you had been feeling really good, really empowered about something, and I don't think something came out in your favor. Justice card was a bigger kind of theme in your life where you had to make a decision around, and unfortunately there were other dynamics here that were very difficult. King of Swords and Queen of Swords in reverse are extremely austere kind of vibes, very severe, very, oh my goodness, I'm gonna say downright nasty, manipulative, mentally mind games being played here. Very much a bully energy coming through. So you were kind of involved with some people that were extremely difficult, and it's probably for the best that if that didn't work out, there's a reason, because the Wheel of Fortune was not upright where we were seeing things swing in an upward momentum and go well for you. Unfortunately, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, so it seems like this was a missed opportunity for you. But as I firmly believe everything does happen for a reason, and we would have selected every lesson and every soul growth lesson in our life, Taurus, that we are kind of facing. And the major arcana cards like Judgment, Hanged Man in reverse, Justice, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, these are all soul themes and lessons we chose to experience before incarnating in this physical vessel. So our soul would have decided, okay, I want to experience a setback like this. I need to experience this for my evolution so that I can grow from it and learn from it, and I can align to my highest self and to my destiny. And you know what, Taurus? This just wasn't it. That's okay. The Wheel of Fortune is a card of destiny, rising to it or falling from destiny. You may feel like you fell away from your destiny or this moment or something that was in alignment for you, but perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps you would have been dealing with very, gosh, I'm trying to think of a word for this, manipulative people that would deceive you, people that would actually outright like try to, more than just deceive you, to tarnish your name, to do something against you. These could have been people that are like perceived as being kind of enemies even. So that was in a sense good. Something did seem that it was going full steam ahead though, and that's probably why that root chakra is now out of alignment on some level, because you were feeling really strong and empowered and had no fear about this, and your projects or plans got derailed. Let's see how we're going as we enter the month of October. So let's take this from October 6th to around October 26th, 27th. What are the themes for the 3 weeks in October that Taurus can kind of expect? The Eight of Wands and the Sun. This is really optimistic now. It's picking up pace, but I believe this won't be until further towards the end of October where conversations take place and news and information comes your way. I think around this 10 of Pentacles as well, you get some kind of information that you're going to be getting a pay rise, that you're going to be getting a small inheritance, that you're going to be getting funds or loans approved from a bank, something that you need to put your plans in motion. So good information coming through in the month of October, things that keep things going, get the wheels turning, and things start becoming in motion again, forward. So you're seeing things change in the month of October. I think nearer towards the end of the month for some. Perhaps it's when the Sun moves opposite you and moves into Scorpio, and this is going to be happening around, let's say, the 24th of October this year. Okay, that's all right. So we'll be seeing a change then in momentum around that time. Okay, so the kind of energy, and this could even be you, Earth sign in reverse, you're still not feeling as kind of confident. I think that this is most likely another person though. It could be you, Taurus. You're worried about another woman. Perhaps they're an earth sign like a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn like yourself. You're worried about them. You're worried about their spending perhaps, or you're worried about like kind of just how they're doing physically. And you still have a lot of fear around making decisions for your future because you are concerned about another woman's well-being perhaps, and that's kind of, it's keeping you in the root fear or the root chakra being unaligned to the other chakras at the moment. That could be something that's coming up for you, but some conversations will take place where you are able to alleviate some of that fear, and some sort of an opportunity presents itself this month, Taurus, where you're happier, you're feeling gay, jovial, exuberant, and just fearless again. You're ready to face the day again. Essentially, the sun is shining and shining down on you this month, Taurus, and conversations that take place and even travel plans or a journey really enlightens you. Some of you will be taking a trip at the end of this month or in the 3 weeks of October discussed here, where you just feel happier again. You feel like you're in alignment again, and opportunities are now presenting themselves to you. So overall, if it isn't a trip or an important conversation this month, Taurus, that sets you back on the straight path, going forward with optimism. It's just some momentum. The Eight of Wands just talks about movement, things happening, and it might be things happening behind the scenes, but the wheels are turning right now and they're leading you towards something that's going to make you a lot happier. Brilliant. I love this row here towards the end of the month going into November is when you almost can't deny something at this point that you have to act on, and you're really feeling encouraged to take a bit of a chance, a bit of a gamble for a fresh new start in your life. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the end row. I just want to get clear on that. So give me a moment, Taurus, close your eyes along with me, take a deep breath. And let's pull for your future reading. The future messages coming through for Taurus. Judgment card, 2 of Wands, Page of Coins. And I want to pull 3 cards just to clarify these. 4 of Wands, or 4 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups and the Knight of Wands. Nice, I like this. Okay, so you are going to have to face a fear now at the end of the month, Taurus. You have been so withdrawn and in yourself recently, in your feelings. It's time to get out of the feelings. It's time to get into action mode and start to make moves, start to be proactive and start to assert your will again in the world and start to kind of align yourself again with your goals and moving forward. Enough time has spent dwelling on the mistakes of the past or what did not work out, and you are ready now to face the world again. The 4 of Cups, when it reverses, does talk about the blues or this kind of feeling of upset that we're seeing here, withdrawal, and even some sort of a mild depression is either deepening when it reverses or we're turning out of it. And this is an optimistic row, and with the other cards I see this as a turnaround in your mood now. We're coming out of this sort of melancholic dwelling, even sulking I see here, Taurus, and you have no choice but to get out of this mode. You're being asked and implored, your guides, the universe, something is big enough that's saying like, nope, it's time to come out, it's time to face the world again and be brave, and you're going to be rewarded for your bravery, Taurus. It's not easy to pick yourself back up. It's not easy when you've been hurt or betrayed to do this, but we're resilient as humans and we always will pick ourselves back up. I listen to some videos on YouTube and I go down a rabbit hole, and I found myself looking at a Holocaust survivor's video and an interview with them, and it was just the perfect example of the resiliency of the human spirit. It's something that that every human is innately born with, this resilience, and I really see that this is where you need to come through, Taurus. Whatever's happened in the past does not have to determine your future. You are the only person that will determine that. So you're making a decision, and at the end of the month it's aligning you with serious emotional fulfillment, happiness and reward. You feel accomplished, you feel like you're deserving of these rewards that are coming through, and like you know that this is meant for you at this stage, because it feels like, oh my gosh, I almost have it all at the end of this month. I can't wait to take these steps, you're thinking, because then I really will have it all. I'm so close to that attainment, that perfect attainment. Now this new start that's beginning, Page of Coins, and it's a new energy that's emerging, something that feels novel, but you also have either past life experience in this or this life experience. You've had something to do with this in your past already, so you're not just kind of out there with absolutely no clue. But the Knight of Wands is saying act. You got to go quickly on this. You can't really wait around. When this opportunity presents itself via judgment, this wake-up call, I got a chance to do something that I shirked in the past, that I wasn't ready for, that I didn't have that belief in myself to do, to go after, to just start and initiate. Page of Coins is the initiation. So you're not expected to be, full steam ahead by the end of October, immersed in a new project. No, it'll be the baby steps. It'll be the little foundation steps that we're taking. We have to take a chance on it first. We actually have to put ourselves out there, face our fears and be willing to start over a little bit. But Knight of Wands is saying don't waste time on this. When this comes up, you'll know it's in alignment. So strike while the iron is hot is the message of the Nine of Wands, because it is going to be something that really emotionally fulfills you, I think, Taurus. Okay, that's going to be your reading now for October. If you're interested in your astrology, your personalized astrology, Taurus, I do have a reading on my page page. It's the most recent reading before this. It's the October astrology Libra season all signs video, and I do discuss your astrology for the month of October based on the rising sign. So if you know your rising sign, go check out that video, and if you don't know your rising sign, it's so easy to check that out online. You just enter your birth time and date into an online browser, and that will all prompt you to follow directions and easily figure out your birth time to find out your rising sign. Even if you don't know your rising sign, head over and check out that video. There's plenty of information about the astrology for October in that. Thanks for watching, Taurus. Have a great month.